Hey guys, welcome back to the 3P Podcast. I'm your host, Joe. This is Chris.
Yeah.
How you been?
Good, how are you?
Good. It's been a few weeks since we've seen each other. A few weeks since we've done this in person.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little rusty.
A bit rusty around the edge, but we'll get there.
We will get there.
Today's podcast, we're going to dive into a bit of a topical conversation about the World Cup what's happening in Qatar. We've decided we'd start off by just doing our starting 11 of basketball players. Do you want to talk about anything beforehand, or do you want to just dive straight in?
Want a little disclaimer. Soccer is much more football, your sport, than mine.
Of course.
So my picks have been more relevant to a basketball criteria that I think would coincide to the position and what I think they would want.
Okay.
So your picks will be a lot better than me, but we're not doing this a draft style this week. We're going to build a team together. So we both decide on a player and then we'll discuss who we think fits the side better. It's probably going to be 90% Joe's team, but
That's all
we're
right.
both having a crack. At the end of the day, I think we're going to put up a pretty competitive side. These guys are all athletes and they're elite players.
Oh, I think when you see who I start with in goal.
I think you're going to like who I've got in goal too.
Okay.
My goalie's one of my better players. It's an out there pick and you're not going to like it, but I love it.
All right.
And I'm going to have to con you into doing it.
I don't think you will. Go first. Who do you have in goal?
Do we want to start with goal?
Right, we're going with a 4-3-3 formation. We'll start with the goalie. Who have you got?
I've gone with Steven Adams.
Steven Adams.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Can I take a guess who you've taken?
Go.
Joel?
Boban.
Boban, okay.
7'4", Eastern European.
I can get that.
That screams he would take up the whole goal.
No, it does. It does.
After watching him and John Wick against a normal-sized human being, you put him in a goal.
Massive.
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one. Out of the two we've picked, I actually like Joel out of all of them more. Simply for the fact, Joel, he learned to play basketball at 14. Prior to that, he played soccer.
So, Embiid is in my team.
Okay,
Just later on.
All right, that's fair. No,
There's some that we'll have, but in different positions.
We'll leave Embiid in
I've
there
gone
for
Boban
later
in
on.
goal because he's not very mobile.
I went Steven Adams for the one reason of there's an old clip with him and Russell Westbrook where he took a buzzer beater at the end of the game and he just put up this woeful shot.
Yeah. Was it the one-hander?
No, the two-hander. And Russ comes over to him and goes, nah, that's not how you do it. One hand, peg it. And it always cuts to the next clip. He did that one hand, bangs it, celebrates, arms out. He's loving it. And for that, I'm like, you know what? The guy's probably known as the most strong guy in the game.
Yeah.
Today, he had like 15 rebounds or something ridiculous. The man can grab the ball.
Fair.
I think him in the net, if someone's running down the sidelines, and I think we're going to have some pretty quick guys.
Yeah.
Out of everyone in the NBA, I trust him to probably throw the ball the furthest.
That's fair. I just went with who do I think is going to be the biggest guy that I can put in there that kind of feels familiar on a football pitch.
I don't think I've ever seen Boban jump, so...
That is, but I just don't think I don't think
He might
he'd be
not
taller
need to.
than the goal. For so is Steven Adams. But scissors, paper, rock.
Yeah, it's a close call.
1, 2, 3, show. Ready? 1, 2, 3, show. Boban's in goal.
Boban it is.
Now,
We can come back to it. I'm not happy.
for defenders, I've gone with obviously my left back, 2 centre backs, and a right back.
Do you want to start with the left back?
I do. Now, I reckon there's a few players will have in similar positions. I've got Jaylen Brown left back.
Jaylen Brown left back. My left back, I went with Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart.
Yeah. I wanted a defender,
Yeah.
and let's face it, he's a perimeter defender.
Yeah.
So I kind of went with the idea of, okay, he does need to be a bit smaller, a bit faster.
Yeah.
Because the wingers are always going to be quick.
Yeah.
I think he might do well enough to hold someone out of the box, get in their way, be a bit of a pain in the arse.
No, that's fair. I've just gone Jaylen Brown because he's really... My team is just who's the most athletic or who's going to be the biggest pain in the arse if I'm going against him on a football pitch.
But the thing is, we're talking basketball players. They're all going to be bigger than your standard footy players.
Until we get... There's some that's not.
I do have some short guys in the team.
We'll both have one short guy that I know you'll have later on down the line.
I think we both can have that same guy, but he's still 6'2".
Yeah.
It's still not short.
But then, like...
It's still taller than me.
But, like, that's my height.
Yeah, but you're not exactly short.
No, it's not.
NBA
But
standard,
in the NBA
yes.
world, I'm very
But
short.
on a soccer field, that's
Pretty
probably
tall.
normal.
Football field. I'll give you Marcus Smart.
All right, we'll take Marcus Smart.
I'll give it now.
Do you want to go centre backs or just jump over to the right?
Jump over to the right to start.
Jump to the right.
Who you got?
In right back, I've gone for a very similar style. Drew Holiday.
Okay, I've gone Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell, I do like that,
Yeah.
but I would have put him more in the centres.
I think my centre three might throw you off some of them. But I'll be able to sell it easy.
Yeah.
I'll be able to sell it easy. Drew Holiday, kind of similar to that Marcus Smart style, right? You know what? I'll give you Drew Holiday.
I just think I'm still not exactly happy that Marcus Smart won Defensive Player of the Year last year.
Yeah.
It probably should have gone to Drew for all the reasons Marcus Smart won it.
Yeah.
He is the better defender out of the two of them.
But
So I think to have them as both our right and left back,
Yeah.
you can't go too wrong. They're quick. They're small guys. They're going to be in the way. They're
Yeah.
going to hustle. All right, let's get into the backs.
I've got Joel Embiid and Jokic.
Joel Embiid and Jokic.
Yeah.
I can see it. I've gone with Jimmy Butler,
Yeah.
who I think is probably one of my better picks, and Pat Bev. I wanted an absolute menace
Yeah.
who's probably going to give away 10 free kicks. There's someone's going to cop a yellow card, and it's going to be him, but someone has to do it for the team.
Yeah, I just went with, if I'm on a football pitch,
Big
nothing
guys
I would
gonna get
hate
in the
more
way.
than 2 7-foot tall defenders.
My only issue with them is
Is
the
slow.
speed.
Oh yeah, they're going
As
to
soon
be
as you're around them, they're in trouble.
they're going to be running on like times 0.5 speed. But I just thought,
I'm not concerned about corners. Headers, they've got it covered.
you know what? I think we'll have to meet halfway. If I could only put one of my players, then I'm putting Embiid because he can actually kick balls.
Embiid makes sense. He played soccer
Yeah.
before he played basketball.
Would you go Jimmy Butler or Pat Bev next to him?
Pat Bev is the menace, but
Yeah.
Jimmy's the better defender. And
So-
he's got the height.
So we're going with a back four of Jalen Brown,
No, we took Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart.
Didn't we take Marcus Smart?
No, I want scissors paper rock.
That was for goalkeeper.
What's that for goalie? Hold
That was
on.
for goalie. We took Boban in goals because you wanted his paper rock. Then you wanted Marcus Smart and Drew Holiday as our right and left back.
No, sorry. I ordered a new TV today and it's getting delivered.
Oh, it's all over the place.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My TV broke before my holiday, so I had to buy a new one on Black Friday, 30th of December.
Oh, is that today or? Is...
Next week.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you were going to tell me my TV's coming today. I was going to be like, oh shit, got to get
Gotta
home.
run.
Because
Yeah.
people will steal packages in my apartment.
That is true.
And if they see a 65-inch TV,
There's no way they don't.
no way. No.
You'll never find that.
Anyway, back to our 11.
So you're happy with Marcus, or do you want to change it to Jalen?
Oh no, I'll settle on Marcus.
So I'm happy with Jalen. They're on the same team.
Yeah, I feel like
Jalen probably...
He's just a bit more athletic.
Well, here's why we're going to change to Jalen.
yeah,
For the sole purpose of once Marcus Smart does defend and get the ball and make the next pass,
yeah,
I don't see him running all the way up the field to continue in the play.
yeah. Brown.
Jalen Brown will.
So we're going Brown, Embiid, Butler, Drew Holiday.
Really. I like that back row.
That's not bad. Now, a midfield 3. Mine all have one thing in common, which I think is very important from any midfield, and that is vision.
I've gone with a very similar aspect.
Who have you gone with?
Do you want to go your right centre, left centre, then centre, or you've just gone centre, centre?
I've just chucked them all centre mid.
Right, let's just
these
go-
3.
Go
will
one at a
rotate.
time. One at a time.
Okay. First. who
I
you
think I'm going to take the obvious one early
Yeah.
because we're both going to have him.
Yeah.
Luca.
got? Yep.
Luca's got to be in the midfield.
Yep.
The guy knows soccer.
For that reason, you'll see why I've got my next 2. Who's your second?
The second one, I've gone Tyrese Maxey.
Okay, I've gone LeBron James.
Okay, I get it, but I didn't like the speed of LeBron.
I think he is 6'8", 6'9",
Yeah.
220 minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum he's like 100. Like he's huge. He has everything you would need. Playmaking, vision, sheer strength. If he gets the ball in midfield, who's getting it off him?
Almost anyone. I don't think he can move his feet that well.
I disagree.
Have you seen the bag the man has? He looks at the ground, takes a step and shoots.
But
He's got no
Also-
moves to his feet, no coordination there.
the thing is, he puts his head down and he runs. Who's stopping him?
But we're talking about running, kicking a ball. I don't
He
think
just
he
has to
can
make
do.
one pass.
I don't think our guy's got that much foot coordination.
Look, I've seen some big Petes in my life of playing Sunday League.
Yeah, but we're talking World Cup, not Sunday League football.
I don't think there's a team in which I could have that doesn't have LeBron in it.
If you want to throw a coach in for LeBron, sure.
No. He's just going to lie about his coaching credentials anyway. Okay, who's your third pick?
My third pick, I think you might have this guy actually in the front.
Who?
SGA.
I don't have him at all.
You don't have him at all? Who'd you take?
I've gone of a midfield of LeBron, Luka, and Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons was questionable. I was going to consider putting him there.
Yeah.
But I just thought, you know what? SGA is having an incredible year this year.
Yeah.
He's basketball-wise, killing it.
Yeah.
I think he has a slightly better bag than Ben Simmons. When it comes to actually moves and getting around people
Yeah.
doing shit, SGA does it better.
I've just gone with the midfield of who's going to find the pass that I need.
They've all got the height to find the pass.
Because you got to remember, it's coming from the feet.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons at 6'10".
I like Ben Simmons' pick more than LeBron.
Okay. So,
So-
we're set on Luka.
Luka's in, Ben Simmons is in,
Yeah.
LeBron's not.
Okay. Who's going in from you?
Well, it's
SJ or Maxi?
SGA or Maxi.
Both like. I've just gone with like a team, the Monstars from Space Jam.
Yeah.
A team of absolute units.
I've just considered, like, I didn't go down the size route.
Yeah.
I went for the smaller, agile, and still got the good passing ability,
Yeah.
the vision, sort of even the bit of help defense.
Yeah.
They're going to have a bit of that. They've got a jockey. They've got to stay in front of their
Fair.
man. Either one of them, I'm happy in the team. I'd rather SGA over Maxi.
Okay. So Luka, Ben Simmons, SGA. That's on midfield 3.
That's the midfield.
Now up front, we got left wing. I've got like left wing, right wing striker. I think we're both gonna have De'Aaron Fox.
At striker,
I've got him on the wing.
I've put him at striker just because I think he's the fastest player in the game.
Okay. Let's go through let's go one each, and then we'll see, because I reckon we'll find a way to balance it. Left wing, I've got De'Aaron Fox. Who have you got?
I've gone Jar.
Jar. He's my right wing.
Okay. Look, if you want to go and do Jar right wing, Fox left wing,
Yeah. Who's
I'm
your
happy with
final?
I went with Kyrie.
Okay.
Just for the dribble moves. I think he's got an absolute bag on him.
I can see that. I went with Giannis. Because I'm thinking in my head, if I've got someone, he's from Greece. He's kicked ball in his
Yeah.
time.
I can see it. My bigger issue with it is we are talking about a 90-minute football game.
Yeah, he's a freak.
I don't think he can be on the field for 30 minutes.
But is Kyrie going to burn enough sage for 90 minutes?
He probably will. And then when he doesn't happy with it, he can spread some Jewish slander and he'll get the second wind. He's good. The man will be fine. Now, if the sage ain't working, he's just going to
walking
hear
stick
the
will.
crowd.
He's so good, Kyrie.
Look, I would have preferred you to go and put Giannis in the back line
Yeah.
instead of Jokic. And we probably would have taken him in there.
Yeah. I just thought, if I'm like, I just pictured if I was playing football, and if I saw the speed of De'Aaron Fox and Jar on the wing, and then a 7-foot Giannis in the middle, it'd make me question my whole career, really.
Yeah, you do see that where there's just this absolute giant coming through with striker.
Yeah.
Like, what was his name? Zlatan. Just
Yeah.
massive. Comes through, always on the header. I
We
can
love
see
him.
it.
We love him.
But for that position, usually that's going to be a taller, lanky guy.
Yeah. No. So, we'll agree, Fox, Morant,
They're locks. They're in the squad.
I'm going to have to concede and give you Kyrie Irving.
I don't like Kyrie at striker, though. I would rather him be on the wing.
Okay. Fox up front?
Fox up front, just because he's going to have that through ball and just outpace everyone.
That is true.
Kyrie's going to have to dribble moves and get around
Yeah.
somebody.
Okay.
All right, let's run through that one more time.
So,
starting
in goal?
at the back, we go on Boban.
Boban. Left back?
Left back, we went with Drew Holiday.
Wasn't it Marcus Smart?
I might have been Marcus Smart.
Oh, so
Could be
in-
neither.
So we got Embiid and Jimmy Butler in centre backs.
Yep.
Right back, Drew Holiday.
Right back was Drew. Left was
back-
Marcus Smart.
No, left back we swapped to Brown.
Brown,
Because
you're
he'd
right.
go forward.
We kept forgetting that, yeah.
Then in midfield, Luka, Ben Simmons, SGA,
Yes, yeah, yep.
LeBron as coach. And then
LeBron can come first man off the bench.
he's like he's just too all-round athletic.
Yeah, but a 37-year-old, 90 minutes. I don't see it.
Fair.
Don't see it.
And then we've gone De'Aaron Fox, Kyrie, and John Morant up front.
I'm happy with that. I think our forward pack is just going to kill it.
Yeah, I think.
The midfielders have the vision to get it to them.
Yeah.
In good position, they'll be fine.
Yeah, see, after so the USA played against Wales the other day, they drew 1-1. The amount of Americans that struggle to understand football, all I was seeing was memes of Team USA on the way to trade 2 first-round picks for Kylian Mbappe. And I
They
was
got
like,
no clue.
these guys, they kill me. But it's interesting, obviously the Football World Cup started. This is a basketball podcast, so we won't touch on it too much. but there's so much political nonsense going on with this World Cup. It's crazy. It's crazy. I watched it for the first time yesterday. Woke up this morning to Australia winning. Australia scored the first goal to then lose 4-1.
4-1. But didn't France, aren't they like world champs at the moment?
France are a piss take.
Yeah,
there's
so they're
no
just
there's no
stupid
world in
good.
which Australia should beat France.
Yeah, okay.
There's no world.
Like, I don't completely understand the World Cup. I just know there's like different groups and they go into divisions and then it's just this sort of elimination by group
like-
process.
Easy way to like sum it up. Certain amount of teams come in from each region of the world,
Yep.
so the skill gap varies. So obviously, there's some good European teams don't make it. Like Italy, for example, they won the Euros not long ago, but they didn't make it to the World Cup.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Because obviously they try and make it so it's a world event. But then, for example, last night Saudi Arabia beat Argentina,
Okay.
which is
That
a big
should
upset.
not happen.
That I said on COD when we were
Yeah,
playing.
we were watching.
And the quote was, "There's no world in which Saudi Arabia win this game." Joke's on me.
What was the final score?
2-1.
2-1. Didn't Messi have like 4 shots on goal or something?
Oh, I'll read you the stats because I watched this game and afterwards I messaged my COD group chat. And where is it? So Argentina lost, but where is it? Saudi Arabia had 3 shots, 2 of which were on target, which was the 2 goals, 21 fouls, 6 yellow cards, and 30% possession.
And still won.
And they won it, yeah.
How do you pull that off? That does not make sense in any realm.
It's it's just the joy of the World Cup, right? But in light of sporting events and what's happening, today we're fresh off the back of probably I'd say my favourite NBA game that I've watched in a while.
The return of Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons versus Philadelphia. Now, I've been on the Ben Simmons bandwagon comfortably. I may have questioned it a few times. There's been a few ups and downs where I've just gone, I just can't do it anymore.
It's been a complete roller coaster.
It's been a roller coaster of emotions. Now, we obviously are in a fantasy competition together and I've had Ben Simmons since day one.
Day one, haven't wanted him since day one, but
No,
stuck
like,
with him and then went, I
stuck it
got no
out.
choice.
I stuck it out and I copped the slander.
You didn't
I
get
backed
slander from me. Everyone else.
I was like, guys, he's going to come good. Just wait and see. And today we got a strong glimpse of this. It was his first game back in Philly. I think it was 11 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 blocks.
Yeah, some crazy numbers.
What
But
more do you want, right?
He has done this without Embiid playing, without Harden playing.
But I think the biggest thing was when he went in there, the fans.
Oh,
Everyone
I
was saying,
tuned in for 2 seconds. They were fouling him just so the fans can scream it at him.
Yeah, but the best part was he made the first 2 shots from the line.
Yeah.
He made his first 2. He then turned around and shrugged the fans. And I was thinking, you're playing with fire. What
Yeah,
are you-
they
what are you
kept
doing?
going at him.
But regardless, they're going to go at him all night. But overall,
They did lose that game in the end.
which is more
Confusing.
concerning long term for the Nets as a team. But for Ben Simmons, he went in there, he faced the boos, he performed to the point where the only reason why they've got this thing, it's called bricking for the chicken, which is if you miss 2 shots from the foul line, the home fans get free chicken.
Oh, okay, a lot of places do that. Sydney Kings do Hungry Jacks.
So I'm hoping in a post game interview, Ben comes out and says, "I just wanted to give them some free chicken."
Nah,
Surely.
I don't think he'll be saying much in any conference. They're going to be asking him how is it to be back, how'd you cope with fans, all this nonsense.
Yeah.
He's just going to go political on and just be like, it's just another game.
He said the best thing. He said, "They booed me when I'm here."
Yeah.
He said, "When I played here, they booed me anyway, so what's different?"
No difference, that's true.
Yeah, is there anything that's caught your attention the past few weeks of the NBA so far?
Well, without being biased on it, it is just how close the Western Conference is.
Yeah.
Now, you said it earlier, but I double checked it. There is 2 games between 1st and 10th.
Yeah.
Only 2 games. So if you're 10th, you're 2 wins from first place.
It's the East is different, but this Western Conference is too
It is
it's too
insanely
close to give
close.
like a firm opinion. Like, do I think Utah will be first by Christmas?
I don't think they make the playoffs. Like at some point, they need to switch on and go, okay, we're not in this for the long run. We've only got another 2 players on our team contracted for next year. We need a tank. We need to lose some games here. And by losing 3 games, they can drop all the way down to 11th, 12th. And in that running, they're in the run for a stock good player next year.
Yeah, everyone thought they're going to be tanking.
They should be, but they've still got a few too many players to be tanking.
But it's just like, when's Mike Connolly going?
It almost seems like, are they raising these guys' value as much as possible?
Yeah.
And come trade line, just going to throw in the towel.
Lauren marketing.
Yeah, but my consistent problem with this is they're too far behind the pace of the guys that are tanking.
Yeah. Like, they're not going to be... What do you call it? They're not going to be one of those top 3 teams.
In the running. They're going to be there with a 2% chance.
Ironically, I'm going to say it now, I think Victor Wembanyama goes to the New Orleans Pelicans.
So do I. I think
I think it's going to be the biggest piss take where the Lakers are well and truly going to fumble it long term.
Yeah.
They've lost... They'll trade AD, I reckon, this year. I think they're going to trade him.
We were going to do an episode not long ago where we picked out a trade that we were going to put
Yeah.
forward. About a month ago, I sat there and I went, AD's the guy that leaves the Lakers.
Yeah.
You can't trade LeBron. It's impossible to move him. The old man loves the idea of why the hell do they keep him? He's got to go. He's old. He's useless.
Yeah.
He's not playing. There's no value in trading LeBron because what do you get for him?
You'll never match that salary.
Never.
You'll never
he's got
balance it.
I think it's like a 15% kicker.
Yeah, and he'll have to approve the trade anyway.
He has to. Well, he doesn't have a no trade clause, so not really. But it is LeBron.
But it's LeBron.
It's
Like,
LeBron.
He's also his own GM.
Westbrook right now, there's low to no value in him.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench, he's been great.
He's been solid.
He's doing what he's got to do. We said it originally.
Yeah.
He should come off the bench for this team.
But
the fit was questionable.
He's doing his role.
So it leaves the question of if they need to move something on to get something in return.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis is the option.
Yeah, I think it's clear that Westbrook wasn't the issue. Because
The fit was the issue.
but everyone knew that, right? Like, you can't have a ball dominant guy in Westbrook. Pair him with LeBron, who's also ball dominant. But then ask Russell Westbrook, who's not a good 3-point shooter, hey, just stand in the corner.
Corner and kick out.
Like, it's not what he does.
Him, AD, and LeBron play a very similar style of basketball. They're all just differently sized.
Yeah.
They all want the ball. They all want to do the decision and then either make the shot or kick it out.
Yeah, it's...
And when you got 3 of those guys on the team that aren't hitting consistent shots from 3, it ain't going to work.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Lakers, I'm not going to waste my breath. They're losing as we speak to the Phoenix Suns. No one's shocked.
No shocks.
Yeah,
I mean,
like AD will... Let me check. I guarantee AD's having a big game.
Well, he was having a big game when we started filming
He's
this.
put up
Well, they ended up losing that 105 to 115.
37 points, 21 rebounds, 5 steals, 5 blocks.
Yeah, big game.
Did you pick him for this game, Chris?
Of course not. Westbrook had 21 off the bench. That's another good one.
But the thing is, like, let's look at Westbrook's last few games. Ready? He's had a few bad ones, but he's getting his assists, 10 assists, 12 assists, 12, 11. He's doing what you want him to do. You say, Russ, we want you to come off the bench, be energy, just be energetic, get assists, get the team going, get that second unit pumping, and he is.
There are shooters in the second unit. There is room on the field for him to work the way he works.
Yeah.
He needs room in the paint.
I saw, Westbrook has got a similar 3-point percentage to Klay Thompson.
Clay's been
This
struggling
season.
this year.
Yeah, but
Clay had a fantastic game the other night.
yeah,
Big comeback game from him. And JJ Redick just put out a podcast with Steph Curry today.
watched it on the way here.
Watched a bunch of it. Pretty good. And it makes a lot of sense. Steph Curry runs that team.
Yeah,
But his main goal is to get everyone else
yeah.
in route.
It's like
So he's moving around, facilitating it. And if Clay's on, that team is killing it.
Yeah, like all good point guards, their job is like your Steph Curry and your Chris Paul of the world, and Luka. He knows when he can get his own shot.
They can create the
But
shot.
it's
they
more
can make
important
it.
for them to have their teammates hitting shots.
Well, there is such a gravity around Steph Curry that he's going to draw players, no matter what. If he hasn't taken a single shot all night, there's games where he will get doubled.
Yeah, well, it's like when you said earlier, the reason why I don't like watching Dallas is because it's just Luka.
Yeah, watching Dallas right now sucks. I
Yeah.
hate watching him because they run this heliocentric team where it's just Luka.
Yeah.
Once he's on the bench, there's nothing this team provides.
I mean, they've got Frank Nicolina.
Again, nothing this team provides.
As a Knicks fan, I hope Frank does well.
They
shouldn't have
come
drafted him, but I hope he does well.
right now. He is probably the front runner for MVP.
Yeah,
I don't think he wins it
Yeah,
just because the team is shit.
yeah,
There is the world that he puts up the numbers and goes, oh, okay, sweet, let's throw it to him. But there are other players putting up similar numbers, not as good, but similar
yeah,
on winning sides.
Yeah.
Playing winning basketball. And I think winning basketball matters more for MVP.
yeah.
So I don't think Luka ends up with this. Unless this team turns it around and starts winning games. Like, it's not like they're a bad team by any means.
But they'll
But
be in the mix.
It's got a ceiling, man.
Yeah.
This team isn't good. Without
think-
him, they suck.
The only thing that they've got is the X factor of him. Right, they get into the playoffs. He can pretty much take that team to beat anyone.
They're in the
tortured
comp.
Clippers. He's tortured historically against the Clippers. He has made them work for it.
Do you know what I think the Mavs' biggest problem is?
What?
That Luka is too good. they drafted him, and most teams, when they suck for a couple years. Allows them to get 1 or 2 stars, a couple good bench rotation guys. They dropped down, got Luka, and skyrocketed.
Yeah.
So they had no time to get another couple pieces because Luka came in fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's what, 22? 23?
Yeah.
Some shit like that. He's so young and this team is already killing it.
Yeah.
But now they're in this point where they've got to go, oh, okay, who can we bring to the team to be with Luka? Who wants to play with Luka? Because we can't draft anyone. We're too good.
They're going to go through it a little bit, right? Like they've got Tim Hardaway Jr., Spencer Dinwiddie. They're even putting Josh Green into the rotation. Christian Wood not playing. It's just that they're trying to, like I said earlier, like he needs his Klay Thompson. I said that, I think maybe the first episode, like he needs his Klay Thompson.
He needs the second star that's happy to be the second star.
Like, remember when we were talking about Chris Middleton off this earlier? He's a perfect second star because he doesn't want the attention.
Yeah.
He'll do his role. He'll put up his numbers. He'll be consistently average, but it's the average that they need.
Yeah, there's the few trade talks I've heard to fix that team.
Yeah.
The one that's the biggest at the moment that I just can't stand the idea of it, Kyrie. Kyrie right now is such a negative asset that they think they can get him for the cheap and have a second star with Luka, which makes sense to try.
Yeah.
It's worth giving that a crack.
But that's like when you have 99 Ronaldo and 99 Messi on your ultimate team, but you've got no one in defense. They give you all the offense you need.
Yeah.
Defensively, is that backcourt offering you a lot?
No.
No.
But I think that team lacks a second star to score.
Yeah.
And a solid defender.
Yeah.
Right now, the solid defender that they should be pursuing is Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
Good defender. Jay wants to play. He just doesn't want to play at Phoenix.
He's just got the Suns, and they're just having a bit of beef.
That's it. He doesn't want to be there. He's made that clear. Move him on.
Yeah.
Go after him. Go have a crack at that. The guy can shoot consistently from corner threes. That's all you ask.
He's 3-D.
3D. He's going to play good defense and hit good corner shots.
Yeah. Don't be shocked if somehow they get PJ Tucker in like 2 years' time.
He
just seems to pop up.
PJ is playing awful. I don't think he scored in like 4 games in a row.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Did he score today? I know going into today's game, he hadn't scored a point in 3 games.
I watched that whole game and I cannot tell you.
I know by the 4th quarter, he hadn't scored.
He went 0 for 6 shooting.
4 games in a row, he hasn't
5
scored.
rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 1 foul.
And how many minutes did he get?
Do you want to know what's crazy? That 5th game where he scored, it was only 2 points.
Yeah.
The one before that?
The guy doesn't score.
He scored 1 double-digit game this season.
Yeah, well.
But he's
moved to the point you can't even call him 3-and-D because he doesn't score anymore. He's just a pure defender.
Just all D.
Which feels weird to say, but
sus.
He's just a straight defender.
Yeah. But in a healthy Philadelphia team, you don't need him to score. I think the issue is they're not healthy, so it's being amplified.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
If he's surrounded by Embiid, Harden, Maxey, Harris, he doesn't need to score. He just needs to be like a registered pit bull, pretty much. Just attack.
On the subject of Philly, did you see the Giannis stuff that was going on the other day? I found it so stupid.
And I see a video of Giannis throwing a ladder.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
Did you see the full clip?
No, I saw...
I can give you a little rundown of what's happened.
Was it Montrezl Harrell?
Montrezl Harrell. Yeah.
He's just like, don't come shooting. I want to shoot. Then there's like a Philadelphia guy fixing the net. I mean, why?
So there's a lot more to it. Basically, Giannis I think he shot 2 from, say, 14.
Pretty shocking.
Terribly.
Yeah.
He's coming out to the court after the game. They've lost in Philadelphia. Montrez has a organised training session after. Sounds like bullshit to me.
Yeah.
So he's come out and gone, mate, you can't be here. This isn't Milwaukee.
Yeah.
This isn't your arena. You're not here to shoot.
Yeah.
I've got an organised shoot around. It's time to move on.
Yeah.
Giannis ain't having it. Thanasis, the brother, is there.
Yeah.
Being top dog. Going in, being all defensive. So Montrez eventually walks over to rebound the ball for him, seeming like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Grabs the ball and just walks off with it.
Yeah.
Goes, mate, this ain't your area. You're not in Milwaukee no more. Get lost.
Yeah.
Out you go. So he goes over to the other side of the court, starts shooting around, having his practice session like he said he was going to. Giannis is going off into the locker rooms. Seems like it's all done.
Yeah.
Guy comes out that's staffed with the ladder to take the nets off to prepare it for the next arena. That arena gets used for multiple sports.
Yeah.
So they're shifting it up for the next event, pulling down the nets. So he's got the ladder out. Giannis comes back from the locker room with another ball to shoot around. This guy's working there, saying to him, like, mate, I've got to pull this down.
Yeah.
Like,
Let me do my job.
It's his job. He can't go home till that's pulled down.
Yeah.
So for the worker, I get it. It was over-exaggerated with him pushing the ladder.
Yeah.
It looked like he just moved it out of the way. He gave it a slight shove out of the way. He didn't flip the thing.
Yeah.
He just moved it, it slid, and it's tipped, and that's the part they've shown.
It just looked like someone that was a bit pissed off from a tough shooting night just wanted to fix his shot.
Yeah, but there's a time and a place.
Yeah.
And that wasn't it. Montrez looks like the idiot for going and taking the ball, walking off with it. But Giannis, man, like, you considered the best player in the league.
Yeah.
You can't be acting up like this. You can't be. You've got to put on a face and go, okay, I had a shit night.
Yeah.
Let's come out and drop 60 next game.
Yeah. It's tricky,
That's how you make up for it.
Like, it's tricky because, like, I've had Sunday League football performances that don't matter half as much as what he's doing. And after a tough loss where I've, like, missed an open goal, I've been pissed off. And I'm not the competitor that he is.
If that was right before the finals, games matters, playoffs, I get it. But you're 15 games into the season.
Yeah.
One off night doesn't kill your career. You're
Embiid
still
was playing though, right?
I think so.
I think
I'm pretty sure Embiid.
I think that'll be the bigger thing
Yeah.
for Giannis. Embiid's like
Brook Lopez was guarding Embiid. Brook Lopez has had a great comeback season. I'm quite happy with how he's performing. Just after a year of injury, Brook Lopez returned and killing it. Well, not killing it, but
it's just like killing it for Brook Lopez.
Well, it's good enough that this team sits there and goes, we're going to run Giannis, Bobby, and Brook Lopez at the same time.
It's because out of all of them, only Giannis has trouble shooting. Brook Lopez can shoot from three.
Yeah, he's consistent. Bobby's consistent.
He's consistent. He's probably like a 35, 36% average from three. He's 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
You know he's the leading franchise scorer for the Brooklyn Nets still?
That won't last much longer, but...
Yeah. Well, KD's not going to be there. Ben Simmons ain't going to score.
That is true. I mean, it's not like they have a young piece that's going to stick around there.
No.
The Nets are in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how far into detail we want to get onto that, but we may as well jump to it.
Yeah.
They need to trade somebody. That team needs to just blow it up, sack it. They suck. They are
But you know what?
bad.
I kind of do enjoy watching the car crash happen.
It's at the point where the car crash has happened, and now we're just watching it burn. The car's hit the tree, it's on fire, and we're just sitting here looking at it going, oh, maybe someone should do something.
Yeah.
And no one's doing a thing.
But here's a question. Say if they go on like a little five game winning streak.
Doesn't mean a thing.
I reckon if they go into Christmas and think like that 4th to 6th seed, they won't do anything.
I don't think they can get there. The East is good.
Yeah.
You know, if they were in the West, sure. But they're in the East. The East is stacked. Miami right now, they come out and they look good. They play well every game. They're in almost every game. They only lose by a matter of a few points. And they're the 12th seed.
Yeah.
Like, the East is tough.
Like Miami's quite injured at the moment, right?
They're heavily injured at the moment. But
like Nikola Jovic is playing starting power forward.
yeah, well, we don't have a power forward.
Yeah. I told you, Jovic will start.
He should start. But I think he's only starting so we can eventually move him on.
Oh yeah, he's getting like a little showcase.
Jovic, Lowry, and Duncan Robinson need to be traded onwards.
Yeah.
If Miami wants to have a crack this year, this current team, they're going to sit. They'll make the finals, not finals, but like the playoffs. Get knocked out first round.
Yeah.
They don't make it past the first.
Yeah, I look at it. Celtics, Bucks, Cavs, Pacers.
Nah, Pacers will fall down the line.
Wizards.
They'll fall.
Yeah. Hawks, they'll go
Good.
up.
They're up.
Yeah, I had them high up. 76ers, they'll go high up when healthy. Raptors, very injury prone.
Oh, the Raptors are good.
But they're just injured at the moment. Like, you know, like injuries are kicking in. Well and truly.
Injuries are killing the league right now.
Yeah. New York Knicks.
My concern with injuries is there's so many back-to-back games. They got to fix that, man.
You know what? The Knicks is the most consistently average team. We're 9th place in the East. Our record, 9-9.
Yeah, they're just a 500
In the last 10 games, 5-5. You can't make it up.
Well, it's the Knicks. They need to make a move too. You don't want them to go backwards, but they're not in the position to go forwards.
I don't even want to hear about anything Knicks related, making a move. Every time I saw last night, Knicks want to trade for the next available All-Star. Come on. Like, at what point is a reporter just copying the headline from 2019?
I saw a move to get SGA. And it makes sense. Bring him in. You could use it, but at what price? That's the biggest question for the Knicks. At what price does it going to cost? Because let's face it, he's going to ask out this year. SGA asks out. He's going to be an all-star. That's a lock. No arguing it. He's a lock for an all-star this year.
But it depends. And I'll tell you why it depends. Very rarely does a bottom seed get an all-star.
Well, right now they're not a bottom seed.
Where are they? Well, it's the West, so they could be. Let me have a look, because that's the only thing. Right now, they're 12th.
There is right now. There's like 6 players averaging over 30 points a game, and he's one of them.
Yeah.
If you're averaging over 30, you're making an all-star.
It just depends.
In his case, I don't think it does.
Yeah.
I think enough's enough. He gets the nod.
There's been some questionable all-stars that I've seen, and there's been some questionable ones that got skipped.
Well, there is injuries too. Injuries will come into effect, and someone's going to get.
That's what I'm saying. Like he won't get like.
I don't think he gets picked as a starter.
No. But he'll get like an injury role.
I don't think he gets an injury role. I think he's a lock before.
Yeah.
Then. I think the injury role goes to De'Aaron.
Yeah.
De'Aaron's killing it, but you can make the same argument for both of them.
Yeah.
They're going to be bottom lower end seeds. Well, maybe not the Kings because I'm high on them, but I don't think either of them are going to be in the top 10. Their teams aren't top 10 right now, but
Well, the Kings are 3rd.
Again, 1 game from being 10th.
Yeah.
Have you seen the light beam yet? Since the beam, they are 10-2. Mate, bring that beam to Miami. We need it.
I saw
10-2.
I saw the guys on Inside the NBA just rip into the beam. They were like De'Aaron Fox came out and said he was driving home and he stopped because he saw the beam. And they're like, how many years has he been there just not seeing winning?
No, you don't see wins. And
They've got a beam. They've got a beam. They're celebrating a regular season win like it's a playoff win. What are they going to do if they get to the playoffs? Imagine they win a game. National holiday? Like the state shut down?
Probably.
The whole
There'll
of
be a
Sacramento
parade just for winning a game.
Ah.
They'll march the streets just for making it.
It hurts. Do you know why it hurts? Because on paper the Knicks should be like not far off that.
No.
But RJ Barrett, don't get me started.
I want to get you started. Go. Have a rant. Tell us about
Cam
RJ.
Reddish.
No, just focus on RJ for now. What's going on?
I will back RJ Barrett every season. But sometimes, honestly, I don't watch the Knicks play. I can't do it to myself. We're consistently average, and I'm okay with that. But it's the headlines that you see of Anthony Davis. We're going to go after him. You know? Ever since 2019, I dare I say, I cried. I was sold a dream. Zion, KD, Kyrie. And we got RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Fournier.
Brunson's been a decent pickup. That's sort of the better move you've made for a while.
No, I don't want to hear it.
You don't like Brunson?
Here's my issue. Where would you say Brunson is in terms of Knicks' best players? Say top 2.
He should be.
He should be. Here's my other question. Why did the Mavs let him go?
Because he's only ever going to be a second star.
So why am I singing his praise? Why as a Knicks fan am I like, whoa, I'm going to phone my mum, we got Jalen Brunson. She's going to go, what?
Yeah, no, they should have made the move for Donovan Mitchell at all costs.
No.
At all costs, I think they should.
No, because hear me out. They would have got held at gunpoint. And they were trying, the Jazz, did you see what they got for him in the end?
Yeah, I would have paid it.
But the issue is, the Knicks are in this situation where they trade their picks, they get criticised because their picks become someone good. They trade for the All-Star with all of their picks, the fans go, well, you've only got one player now. So, hear me out. You said trade for SGA. Sick. Alright, imagine we trade for SGA. What am I watching? SGA and Brunson? Tell me that gets me into the 8th seed.
SGA,
No.
Brunson, probably still RJ.
No. If SGA is getting traded, they're getting RJ Barrett back. For sure.
You guys have that many picks, I think they can do it.
Yeah, but I reckon if I'm OKC, I go, RJ Barrett, he's quite young. Give us him.
They'd probably want Barrett quickly.
Yeah.
Toppin.
Just take Cam Reddish as well. Just take him.
Cam's been useless.
No.
I don't know how to feel about Cam Reddish.
I love him. I'm not like but he's great. But he's like He's one of those streaky players. On his day, unreal. We were sold a dream. That early season game, we were sold a dream. There he is, a glimpse of Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish is the guy that'll show up for pre-season.
Yeah.
And during the off-season,
Yep.
the mixtapes he's putting out.
But hear me out. All of this criticism comes from me, who I don't even think I averaged 5 points and 5 rebounds at a local basketball competition.
I've never played a local comp, so...
So that's the thing. Like I'm saying, like Cam Reddish, you'd murder me on one-on-one.
I don't think there's a single NBA player that wouldn't absolutely destroy me.
I don't want to say anything because, like, knowing me...
Go on, call someone out.
No.
Go on, do it. Who do you think you could take one-on-one? Game to 11.
Game to 11, who in the NBA... Let me do my research.
No research, just off the top of your head.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of which player would I beat to 11. Who's slow?
Like, you got to take out every All-Star. You got to take out any player that starts.
Not necessarily. No, not necessarily.
I don't think there's a single starter that you could take. And there are some bad teams and bad starters.
Name me a team so I can start thinking of players I'd beat. Lakers, no, they're all like 6'4".
Magic.
Jalen Suggs, no. Bol, God no. Paolo, no. Franz
Rockets.
Wagner, no. Rockets. Kevin Porter Jr., he's good. Jalen Green, good. Jabari Smith kind of reminds me of like a dinosaur from Land Before Time, but he's also very good at basketball.
Knicks.
Jalen Brunson. Give me... Oh, I don't want to call it Knicks player. There's no one in the Knicks like Derrick Rose. No, I love Derrick Rose too much. Brunson. Jericho Sims. He's a monster. Mitchell Robinson. He's like 7'1", crazy wingspan. I don't think there is. There's definitely a player in the league that I can beat one-on-one though.
There's someone you're thinking of and you're just refusing to name him.
Yeah, let me have a look. Let me go to this New York Knicks.
There's not a single player I could take without a shot.
Not with that attitude.
No. The only way I do it is choosing the most injury-prone person in existence and hoping they trip over.
Yeah. Isaiah Hartenstein.
He'd kill you.
I reckon.
Isaiah Hartenstein is one of your best pickups this year.
You know his nickname is Hot Misses. His missus is quite hot. How
She is a stunner, but he's beating you without a doubt.
Okay, let's go OKC.
Maybe Poku? Demigod?
Nah. The issue is this: what if I call out this bench player?
Bring him on the pod.
He's like, mate, I'd torch you.
They get called out every game they play. You'd need to be picking a guy that's been dropped to the G League.
Let me just fact check something here. I think I might have found my player.
This is going to be good.
Is it him? No, hold on. Let me just check something. I need to fact check myself.
Look, you enjoy calling yourself out and saying, look, I can do this, that, and the other. There's no one you can take in the NBA.
Zaire Smith.
Zaire Smith? I still think he beats you.
No, I'll tell you my tactic.
Okay, go on.
Hold on. Does he still play in the NBA?
I think he still plays for the Grizzlies, but he might have been dropped to the G League.
Oh, no. Hold on. He's not playing in the NBA anymore. He was my only choice.
No.
Wait.
Dunzo.
He's a free agent. That was my only choice.
Dunzo. There's no one you could take.
Yeah, I was going to beat him.
How?
He's got a peanut allergy, so I was going to just chuck peanuts at him.
Oh,
in the
okay.
post.
No worries.
No
shot. No shot.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I had. A peanut allergy. Now I feel bad for Zaire Smith. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Zach Collins, the centre at Spurs.
Backup centre.
Yeah. I reckon I could score a couple of buckets on him.
Yeah, but win.
Yeah. Winning mindset. Or, no, Cody Zeller's a free agent now. Who do you reckon? Who do you reckon you could score on? Just one, yeah.
Any of them. Out of 100 attempts, I'm scoring one.
You reckon you're scoring one on Joel Embiid?
100%. If we're playing to 100, I'm scoring one.
I think, honestly...
To 100, I'm scoring one.
I think 7 foot tall Joel Embiid beats me 100-0.
I think I'm scoring one.
Winner keeps the ball, I'm not getting it off
Winner
him.
keeps the ball, yeah, no way. I'm not getting the ball back.
Winner keeps the ball. I'll tell you a player that I'd beat one-on-one in the NBA. Miles Bridges. He's in jail. He cannot play. Well, he's not in jail. He beat his charge, but he's not.
Well, then he's not in the NBA.
No. He's technically not in the NBA.
He's not in the NBA.
Miles Bridges, 1v1. Don't. You might hit me.
Well, you're not a woman, so you probably won't.
No, should we move on to holiday chit-chat? Where do I even begin?
Start me off in Bali.
Bali. I'm not made for it. 9 a.m. beers. That part, I don't drink much. Anyone that knows me, I don't really drink much. So 9 a.m. beers, I was tanked by like 2 o'clock.
I've never seen you tanked.
That's a lie, because I have a photo
Actually,
of you putting me to bed in your house.
That was Clara's 21st.
Yeah.
We were serving drinks that night. That's why we were tanked.
I just remember me going, all right, I'm off to bed.
Do you have the photo of me at Clara's speeches?
Oh, no.
I'm there standing up, like, just absolutely zoned out. Just struggling.
Let me see if I can find this one. Because there's some howler photos of me. No, you know what? It's not on this phone. Thankfully, it's not on this phone.
That's right. Show us later.
But
your 9 a.m. beers, you struggle.
Yeah. I'm just not made for Bali. It's just Aussies overseas. Like we said, it's like the Gold Coast on steroids.
Goldie on steroids.
You go Seminyak. It's what you expect, right?
Seminyak is nice. Like, did you get out to Ubud or anything?
Yeah, I went to Ubud. Talked myself into doing a zip line. If you know me, I'm very scared of heights.
I didn't know that about you.
Oh, I'm fucking petrified. And we got there, and I thought, all right, the missus is going to want to do something here. I don't really feel like doing the romantic swing because I'm not going to be cute. I'm going to be fucking screaming for my life.
You should have done the swing.
There was like a bike pedal zip line where you pedal across. Fuck that. No, I'm good. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna jump in here. I'm gonna beat her to the punch. Like, we're doing the zip line. So what do you mean? I was like, we're doing the zip line.
Just committed
Because I thought, you know what? If I get in early, I'll get to pick my poison.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's picked for me.
That's true.
So then I'm there. I'm like, all right. We had a lovely tour guide. Let me just tell you, top bloke. Good, easy going. He took videos of it and stuff whilst we were on the zip line. I'm just there, and he's like, brother, just don't look down.
Worst thing to say.
And it starts to sprinkle of rain. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. But overall, Ubud was nice. Next up, we went to Singapore. Probably the nicest place I've ever been.
How much time did you spend there?
Singapore, just 3 days.
I'm convinced that's enough.
So,
there's obviously you can do a shitload more, but 3 days is enough time to go, okay, I've seen a lot.
Like, it was like, obviously it's a very rich country.
Oh, it's very expensive.
You don't mind, right? Because I've gone from Bali where everything's dirt cheap to Singapore where it's like double the price. But it's not to say it's worth it because it is expensive. But at least you know where your money's going. You know what I mean? You can see it. Like, I'm walking around the train system, text my dad. Like, Dad, mate, this place's train system, incredible.
The metro system is designed based on that.
Yeah, incredible. I'm going everywhere, there's air-conditioned tunnels.
Yeah.
Like, this is the place to be. I will say that the Marina Bay Sands, the hotel, fraud watch. Looks a bit shit.
Okay.
I looked at it. Maybe it's just not the best
bit
landmarks.
overrated.
And I went, it's just 3 towers. Like,
and,
it is.
And a boat.
But
did you go up?
No, scared of heights.
Oh, true. Okay.
I'm not doing that. Why?
I mean, it's big things, the infinity pool.
But you charge me $40 to go for a little dip.
Yeah.
No. Yet again, fraud watch. I looked at it and we went in and I looked up and I went, this just isn't it.
Not doing it.
Went to like the flower dome and stuff. That place, lovely. All at the gardens and stuff, love. But fraud watch. It's concrete, the hotel. It's not even like a nice, it's just concrete, but they've painted it white. Chucked a little thing on the top, call it a day.
Yeah, have you seen Crazy Rich Asians?
No, I've not.
No? Well, it's all filmed in Singapore.
Okay.
And it's a show based on crazy rich ass Asians and it shows.
I went to a shop, I'm like, you know what? I'd kill for a little soft drink right about now. Went to a shopping centre. There's fucking boats going through the middle. I'm like, fuck, I don't think I'm getting my Pepsi Max here.
Do they even sell Pepsi there?
Don't get me started. That was another fucking scandal. Bali, no. Singapore, yeah. But they
rarely.
But like a restaurant called it a Pepsi Black. So I ordered a Pepsi Black. The waitress looked at me and said, "What are you saying?" I just want my Pepsi Max. No slander from me. I just want my Pepsi Max. Singapore was good. Vietnam, you've been there, you know what it's like, right? We're talking about the Mekong Delta. Vibes.
You liked it?
I mean, my only issue... Oh, I've got a horrible story to tell, actually. Oh, I don't... Oh.
Yeah, I'll put it out there.
Okay.
If,
Just so you know.
if it's really bad, we can cut it. It's fine.
So we're in Vietnam. We go, all right, we're going to go to the war, the Remnants Museum. I want to just suss out some of these old American planes. I just call it like an American trophy cabinet right for Vietnam. Oh, I text your sister and Will about this. Like afterwards, I was like, I have to see if they fell for the same thing that I fell for. So we get there.
Is it possibly the amputees?
Chris, it's the amputees.
Oh, the fake amputees, man.
No.
Oh, the real ones. I can't tell if this story is about to be funny or really sad.
So I don't even know how to begin it. So I get there, alright, and I'm fresh out of Singapore, where in Singapore no one's trying to sell you something. They just let you be.
Yeah.
It's a country where if you're going to spend, they let you be. Bali before, I'm saying no to taxis, I'm saying no to bikes, I'm just constantly just saying, fuck, just let me walk down, I just want a feed, I just want a steak, let me be. Some Donny in Bali was like, I'll perform magic tricks for you. I just want to eat my fucking palmy, mate. Like, just let me be. Get to Vietnam. I'm like, all right, guards up a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm like back into the negotiation mode. Definitely got overcharged for so much shit, but I don't mind. We're in the War Remnants Museum. I'm like, all right, cool. There's a sick tank. I want to make my way to this tank. Brother's walking in. He's cut me off. I see. I'm like, fuck, he's coming. He's coming my way. I don't even know how to word this. Don't text me. Who's this? No, it's the missus. He reaches out to shake my hand. And I don't know how to react. Because brother has no arm.
Oh, he's just done you dirty.
If my issue is, instinctively I reached out. Because I'm just walking, someone reaches out to shake my hand.
There's no hand.
It was very confronting because I was like, fuck, I don't know what to do. And the English barrier was there. And I was just like, fuck, this is confronting. He goes, landmines, and look down. I'm like, fuck, what do I do? What do I do here? I'm like, oh shit. And then he's trying to sell me a book. I'm like, look, brother, you've clearly been through some shit. I'll just give you some cash and just let me be. Me being me, the fool that I am, I've taken my wallet out. I'm just off a plane. Bossman sees all the money. We play COD, right? No, I kid you not. The Donny has Sight of Hand Pro. But here's the thing. There's no hand, so how's he grabbing the money so quickly? like,
Wait, so you got robbed?
no, but like, what do you do? He's an amputee. What do I do? But like, he gives me the book. I don't want the book.
I want my wallet back.
No, he just like, I was like, all right, like, you know, like, you want some change, like, you know, of course, like, I don't know, Bossman's got no hands, regardless, like, life must be a bit more tough for him, so I don't mind helping him out. He was like, book, 200,000. I'm like, brother, no. I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I just, no. He goes, oh, you've got so-and-so there. Takes it. I've never seen someone with hands put money in a bag quicker. Bossman was just, and I was just there and I was like, fuck, what do I do? I can't shout fraud watch. Brother's got no hands. What do you do? Other tourists are looking at me. I'm like, fuck, but I've got this book now.
What was the book?
Don't know, it's still in the wrapper. The missus is looking at me going, what just happened? I'm like, I don't know. But what do you do, alright? Like, brother's got no hands, he's telling me landmines. He's reached out to shake my hand, I shake his arm. Is that right? Is that right to do? I imagine just going, Like, I'm day 2 in Vietnam. I'm like, fuck. What's going on?
How much did he take?
Look, at the end of the day, it was maybe like $5 Australian.
Okay, that's not.
So like, I'm not bad, but I thought to ask for change.
Not really, do ya?
No. So I left that place and I went, fuck, how am I going to explain
And
this
like,
one?
you probably would have just helped the guy out and given him some change.
If he just looked at me and said, brother, can you just give me some... No dramas.
Yeah.
My taxi driver in Bali was telling me, he was explaining, and I was like, fair enough, look, is he probably taking me for a bit of a ride? Yeah, but he's good vibes. You want, like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously you're going over there and, like, the economy there isn't what it is here. So $10 there goes a long way.
Yeah.
And of course, oh yeah, easily, no drama. But just be honest with me. Just be honest with me. Anyway, push comes to shove. Vietnam, shit show. Shit show. Fucking shit show. Then, like, there's toll roads that they don't tell us about. Taxi driver goes, 100,000. Like, brother, for what?
I'm not convinced that's actually a thing.
I'm just like, oh, look, fuck it. Just get me to my hotel. Just get me to my hotel. At this point, just call it a night. Thailand. How was Thailand? Summary, got COVID.
Yeah. So we're right off. Were you going out and about or were you just bedridden?
Mate, just bedridden. Oh, just fucking...
Brutal.
Eating room service. Just vibes. Had 1 day in Thailand. What did we get to see? Not much.
Where do you reckon you caught it?
Probably. I got on 4 flights in like 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Couldn't
and like
any of them.
because I'm no doctor, but obviously you can get it and it can stay in your body for a few days. Then you start showing symptoms. Who knows?
Yeah.
Going from Bali to Singapore to Vietnam to Thailand, it's a roll of the dice, right? Like fuck, you don't know.
Yeah.
And then obviously, you know, when being sick, lost all my weight that I had on me. So now I'm just bloody back to like this is the lowest I've weighed in like a year and a half.
Shit.
You know, the last 12 months I've lost 10 kilos of muscle.
That's a lot.
And there's not much to me.
No.
So yeah, summarise the holiday. I am a haggler's dream. I may have got like finessed by a bloke with no arms. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I can imagine his life. Like if landmine's got him, fuck, I feel for you. But I did the math. The amount of tourists he captured in that day, the amount of tourists he talked to in that day, I'm sure there's at least another 10 me's out there.
Oh, for sure.
A day.
Without a doubt.
But what do you do? In that situation, what do you do? You've not had someone with no arm shake your hand before?
And they just take the money.
Take your money.
And then tell you didn't give them enough.
And then goes, more.
No, that's enough and keep your book.
Keep your book. I don't want the book. I was like, no, book's yours.
That's how they get away with it out being robbery.
I was like, but what do you do? Like, are you ready? We're going to just role play something. Hand me money. Just.
So we're getting the wallet out.
Yeah. I'm thinking, I don't think I can put money in my pouch that quickly.
Well, I mean, he's doing it 10 times a day, so he's going to get good at it.
I was mesmerised. And you know what? I want to read you the review online because I thought to myself, am I the only person that fell for this?
Nah, no chance. There'd have to be several reviews on that.
Yeah. Let me get the... Because I read this almost for reassurance that it's not just me. Let me just type in the final thing.
It'd probably just be a full caps. Watch out for amputee.
Where is it? Here we go. Let me try and find it. Someone else said along the lines, come on, give me the full reviews. No, it's just all about the Americans. Wait.
It is a ruthless country, Vietnam. It's very hit and miss. It's like, it's either you have great moments or it's like, okay, that's concerning.
Well, like, it was lovely, but I definitely got finessed so much. Like, I got finessed so much.
How'd Shannon find it?
Oh, here we go. What's this? Surely, I think she enjoyed it. Like it's got like really good food.
You both copped COVID, yeah?
Yeah. Fat L. But what can you do, right? Like, I can't find this review. When I find it, I'll send it to you. Because someone also said, watch out, the bloke got me as well.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I mean, fair play to him. What are you going to do? Thief.
No. You've just bought a book. He hasn't robbed you. You've just paid $5 for a book.
I haven't even opened the book. There might not be even words in it.
That'd be so
What if I get the book and it's in Vietnamese? What am I going to do?
Not much. You kind of just copping the L.
It was just one after the other. But then, yeah, Thailand was just kind of like a vibe in a hotel. Just chilling. What can you do, right?
Like, you started hitting the group chat a bunch, and I was just like,
What's he doing?
what's he doing? And then you changed your team name to Got COVID Overseas.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there is no way this guy's caught COVID. Clara and Will have been travelling for
Months.
5 months, and they've been flying. I reckon at some point they got it, and they just soldiered through. But
What, you know what? The worst part was
was that your first time getting it?
yeah,
Oh, okay, so
So-
your first hit to...
I have Shannon to blame, my girlfriend, because we were sitting at Sydney Airport. She showed me a meme, and it said, people who haven't got COVID still. And I looked, and I said, why have you done this?
Yeah, nah. Big mistake.
I said, why have you tested it? And she went, what do you mean? I was like, hide your phone. I was like, you've done this to us now.
This is your fault.
And then we're sitting there, we're in Thailand. Oh, I don't feel too good. Oh, I've got a bit of a headache. She goes, I wonder what it could be. I just looked and I said, why are you wondering? Like, you know what it is.
You know what you've done.
And she looked at me, and I'm like, I planned ahead, so I brought some rat tests with us.
Smart.
I've spent probably close to $1,000 on COVID tests the past few years.
Jeez.
Mate, because at the start they were like $50 for 5. You know what I mean? Like they were steep.
Yeah.
Now it's like $20 for 5. Price of it's gone down completely. Like at the peak, you're paying an arm and a leg, right?
At peak, I wasn't testing. I was just like, I'll know if I've got it.
Yeah, and I just remember, I've done them. So many times I've done a rat test and gone, oh, is it? Brother, that went double red line
in 2
instantly.
seconds.
Like I went 1, 2, and then every time I always sneeze, 1, 2, 2. No, swirl, 5 seconds. And then you do one of these ones like the.
Yeah, nice and quick.
That's
Snap
probably-
the thing over.
That's probably
drip it
fucked
on.
up the audio. And then I was like, alright. I was like, I'll put it in and I'll just check. It didn't even go the full way. Normally,
didn't
like,
need
it
to.
goes the full way, then it soaks in. It just went bang, bang. And
Yeah,
I was like,
straight on.
I wish I had no point testing. So what do you mean? I was like, game's a game.
I was having that issue. See, when I first got it, I was just back from Melbourne.
Yeah.
And it basically, day one, had all the symptoms, negative test. And at this point, I'm just like, I've got it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind I've got it. I was feeling miserable.
Yeah.
When did the PCR, and eventually that's come back positive.
And look, no hesitation on those red lines.
Yeah, nah.
They're bloody blocked in.
We had to do 7 days of isolation before we would come out. And me being asthmatic as a kid,
Yeah.
I was going to always have symptoms.
Yeah.
For the next 6 months, I still had symptoms.
Yeah, oh, my ass was
So
like still.
my family was, until we see those tests that's got no lines,
Yeah.
you're staying in your room. Fair enough, so no one wanted to get it.
Yeah.
But goddamn, by the 10th day,
Yeah.
well, I think it was like day 9, I've done the test and it's like the faintest of line. It was basically a shadow.
Yeah.
I've slid it under the door and gone, all right, you guys check it, I think I'm clear. Oh, we're going to need a second opinion. Oh, I'm going to need a third opinion.
Oh.
Eventually, one person knocked it back because they all needed to be happy with it.
Yeah.
They've gone, oh, one more day. I'm like, you bastards.
You know
got
what,
me
like-
stuck in here again.
And what's crazy is like if you get it here now, it's just vibes.
Yeah, it's just chill.
There's no isolation required here.
Yeah, no.
If you get it, just vibes.
I was filthy. My timing was like, it was good, but sucked because I just got a new PC.
Yeah.
We had lockdown with work, couldn't work.
Yeah.
PC stopped working, had to send it back to them to the shop to get repaired.
what you
Repaired
do.
it, sent it back to me.
Yeah.
Still wasn't working. Got a full refund on them. The team that was doing it, great, super
Yeah.
helpful. The product, useless.
Yeah.
Sent it back to them, got a full refund, paid me for the shipping and all this other shit to it. Apologised throughout. Sweet. Got it all back, got the money for it. Then got COVID.
Yeah. It's just, I was so bored, hey. I'm just sitting in a hotel room. I can't do anything. Ordering room service.
Yeah.
It was...
I mean, was your view at least good?
No.
No.
No. Just a river in Bangkok. There was like some good fish in Bangkok rivers, but did I take a video?
In your one day out.
No, mate, I could see the fish from the... Actually, no, I've got a complaint to make. Bangkok is the most obnoxiously loud city I've ever been in my life.
That's a tough call.
No.
There's some loud places.
5 a.m, the drums are going. Bad enough I've got COVID. I'm sitting in a hotel room, I can't do anything.
Miserable.
The missus, she's out cold, she's not hearing a thing. All I'm hearing is these drums. And I'm like, it's fucking Monday. 5 a.m. What's going on? Like, if it was a religious thing, I'd understand.
Do your thing.
But the issue is, I had no concept. I'm in this city. I've just been charged a toll price for a toll that probably didn't even exist. Stressed out. I'm sick.
On the bright side, you probably got revenge with the driver. He probably had to stay home the next few days.
Well, no, because then I feel bad. Because I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, because you sort of think, well, I was fine yesterday.
Yeah, how long have you been passing it on?
But you don't know, right? Like, you don't know until you got a symptom. It's not like everyone's testing themselves every day.
Yeah.
You're not walking around going, oh, today's Tuesday, time for the daily test at 6 a.m. You know? But it was so loud. And then there was like a street festival going on every night. Couldn't tell you. But just...
Didn't get to go.
Just drums, more drums. It was a lovely hotel.
I'm guessing you want to go back to Thailand.
You know, I would go back
point.
to Thailand, but my issue is the one day we had to go do things in Bali. If I had $1 for every time I heard about the G20 summit going to Bali, I'd be rich. There was like a convention on at the big palace. So couldn't we get into the palace? Temples? No. It was just not meant to be.
No.
Not meant to be. So yeah, my time in Thailand was stained.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, how have things been for you?
I don't know. It's been a weird 2-3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Selena goes to Melbourne. Well, before then you go.
Yeah.
Clara and Will are gone.
Yeah.
Selena goes to Melbourne. She comes back for 2 days, goes to America.
Yeah.
And I've just been like, no podcast, no friends. What
do you do? Warzone.
What am I doing? Warzone wasn't out at this point.
Oh.
It's only just come out. I've never been to the gym more in my life. Hanging out with the boys all the time. I stayed out, went into the city last Friday.
Yeah.
I didn't get home till the sun rose. I haven't done that since I was 18.
When I was playing footy with you, like a few weeks ago, you said, "Oh, I'm done lifting weights."
Oh, had nothing else to do.
Oh.
I would rather go to the park and kick around a ball, which mate and I are going to do tomorrow, but, I still got to be active.
The weights are on.
Apparently I'm strong. I'm stronger than ever. Might not look it, but, I'm lifting more than I've ever been able to, and I took a good month off lifting. So apparently that's all I needed. Take a break, eat right, and then just get strong.
I wish that worked for me.
I mean, you'll put the muscle mass back on as soon as you start going consistently.
Yeah, look, I went the last 2 days, going tonight. It's just...
It's like you have a fast metabolism, so getting sick, you're just going to chew through. I get sick and I put weight on.
Mate, I got sick and I looked like a skeleton. I looked in the mirror and I went, all my body fat is now gone. The sickness has just chewed through that and any muscle I had.
Yeah, just consuming what it can.
The game's the game. I'm at the lightest I've weighed in probably close to 2 years. Yeah, but I've got my Muscle Chef meals. If you want to sponsor us, please do.
I would love that sponsor.
Yeah.
That's a great
It's a
sponsor.
banger of a sponsor. I had the beef massaman curry. Banger. Put some cheese on top. You ever had cheese on your curry?
No.
It's a rogue shout.
It's...
Try it. Get a butter chicken next time. Sprinkle on some shredded cheese. You're welcome.
Look, Jason does something weird. Almost every meal he has, feta.
I just use like a tasty cheese. You know what I mean?
He throws feta on everything.
Yeah.
It annoys the heck out of me. There are some things that have flavour on its own that just don't need to be messed with.
Yeah.
Butter chicken seems like a thing that's on its own.
Give it a try.
Oh, I don't think I can.
I think
to it.
You just close your eyes a little bit.
Look, I get emotional about people adding tomato sauce to things. Tomato sauce is inferior. Barbecue all the way.
Your sister doesn't even like sauce.
Yeah, I'm talking about this lot.
That's a whole different story.
This lot. She does now. She's actually gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
But imagine having freshly cooked barbecue, steak, sausage, a lot, adding barbecue sauce.
I can match that. Imagine your best friend goes to you, mate, seeing this girl, where do I take her for dinner? He goes, here's the rules. No sauce. Oh, brother, I can't help you. You're on your own. Alright, well, that's it for this week. Any final words from you, Chris, before we go?
No real final words. Just kind of next week we should get more into the NBA and sort of do a wrap up of the season so far. At that point, it should be a quarter way through. There should be plenty to talk about.
Yeah, I think, look, it's good to be back on the pod. Nice little holiday. Holiday's done. Back to business, which means full-time fantasy basketball manager. Even though I wasn't quite active whilst overseas.
You're more active than most.
Mate, it's just because I was sick. I was stuck in a hotel room. What are you going to do? You know what I mean?
You're going to manage your fantasy squad, pull some trades, finesse a few people, myself included.
Yeah, just kind of just not do much, But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. Just don't tell me I'm a fool for getting mugged off in a Vietnam War Memorial.
Or do. That's fine too.
Or if you've also been in that situation, let me know what you did. Because I'm curious.
Or just what you would do in that situation, because I don't think many will have been.
Yeah, I could talk about that. I could talk about that 10-minute period of my life all day. Don't get me started. Yeah, no, that's it from me.
Yeah, alright, well, thanks all for watching, and we'll definitely catch you next week.